Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Benedict. It sounds like Rudolph is in the building. When Rudolph's nose goes off.
I don't know about that. Rob Benedict, ladies and gentlemen. You know, every time we come out here, it's like Close Encounters. Hi guys.
Hi!
We've done this before, I promise. So we will figure it out soon enough. Okay. Hi, Las Vegas.
Hi, Jared!
We've seen some of you guys and gals today. I was gonna say, every time we come out here and we do that jump ending to that song, I always wonder, is today the day one of us blows a hip? You mean you've ever jumped without blowing a hip? Because for the last about 17 years, every time I jump, something breaks. We are very, very thrilled and grateful to be here. I think a lot of you guys... How many of you have never been to a Supernatural convention before? Okay, I'd like to remind you that we've been on for 14 years. Where were you? And we've been doing these for about 13 and a half of them.
I just started a year and a half ago.
Welcome. What's that? She's like, I wasn't born yet. Well, whatever the reason, we're glad you're here with us today. Las Vegas is one of our biggest shows of the year, and it's always a thrill. It's a bit of a marathon, I think, for some of these guys, but they're still here. They're happy, shiny faces, and we're happy to see all of your happy, shiny faces. So thank you for being here with us today.
Shining bright, thank you.
It's also the first convention we've had. So we finished filming on Tuesday, season 14. So we are 5 days into our final hiatus.
5 days into our hiatus beard.
How are we looking? Good?
I ain't shaving. I ain't shaving. I have to put those clippers to my face every morning, and I ain't doing it for a couple of months now. It's gonna be great.
Showering? You gonna shower at all?
Shower?
Yeah.
Overrated.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we've had a lot of news since we saw y'all last. And
Jared, I have a question for you. It's a personal question.
Yeah. It's on my... The force is strong with me today.
Okay, I'm gonna bust you. Have you guys heard of these things? So they've taken, like the what is it? The non-smoking patch thing. Yeah.
Nicotine.
Nicorette. Is that it? Yeah. So they've taken that technology now and they've applied it to.
They're also like cigarette patches and Advil patches.
Narcotics, right? So it's this like slow absorption technology, and they've now brought it mainstream with hangover patches. So where it's like this slow.
This is an unpaid advertisement.
I'm not. Yes, it's called the party patch. All right, get the thing away from it. Smells, man. And this is. I'm like,
I can't get my
and I'm
pants
like,
down.
do you Like, do you have a party patch on? And he's like, yeah, 4. Well, they smell like
That happened
really,
in Vegas.
really,
That was supposed to stay.
really intense B vitamins. If you know what that smells like, which it's. It's a gamey scent.
It stinks. It stinks.
It stinks, but it works, and that's the important thing. Anyway, well,
Hi guys.
win in Las Vegas. Keep in mind that's just a preparatory thing.
It stays in Vegas.
Doesn't necessarily need it unless he needs it, and then it's there. Smart.
Well said. Okay, let's go ahead.
No, let's keep talking. I want to talk about how your experience in Vegas has been so far.
It's great. How has your experience been? They're standing up like, when are they going to call us? Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm better because of the party patch.
I just wanted to say that you guys helped me a lot through middle school.
All right.
Your campaigns have helped me a lot through middle school, and Supernatural has helped me a lot through middle school, so I just wanted to thank you for that. But my question is, do you believe in ghosts and the supernatural? And if you do, what have your experiences been with it?
He would love to.
Sure. I wouldn't say that I'm like thinking that there's ghosts in every corner. I don't not believe it. I will say that I'm first to think that there's a rational explanation for why the window is open, why the floorboards are creaking, why things are happening. I like to think that there's a logical explanation to 99% of it. But I'm certainly open to the availability that 1% could be something unexplained. I have not ever seen a ghost. I have not ever had something really supernatural happen to me in real life. I have certainly seen. Let me explain the difference between supernatural and unnatural. Unnatural. Supernatural. Natural.
Awfully natural.
So yeah, that's kind of where I lie with it all. I also like to say that if a ghost does decide to make itself present to me, even in the real world, that I'd like to remind them that I have at least 14 years under my belt of not being a ghost hunter, but playing one on TV.
Agreed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
You guys have worked with some amazing guest starring actors over the
One who
14
was
years.
just standing here on this stage.
One of them, yes.
We're here to talk about us, not the guest stars.
Well,
So,
I'm so sorry, then my question is way out of line. I was going to ask, whose post-supernatural career have you been most proud of? I look at Gordon or Sterling K. Brown, and he's done phenomenal work since leaving Supernatural. Is there anybody else who...
Yeah, for sure. I actually kind of keep in contact with and pay close attention to the girl who played Ruby in season 4. She seems pretty busy, so I gotta look at my phone to remember. But yeah, we've had some very cool people on the show, so we've been very lucky.
Yeah, but like you said, Sterling has done an amazing job, and I don't think that was any shock to he and I. We knew that when he was on our when we were very fortunate enough to get to work with him, that he was quite a star. I don't know.
Season 2?
Yeah, 3. That's what I was going to say.
That's what I said.
we knew that he, like, the talent was, the force was strong with him. And it's certainly no surprise that he has had the success that he has. Others, I mean, we're still very close with Jeffrey D. Morgan, who hasn't done a whole lot since Supernatural, but we're just proud of him anyway. But then, aside from just from a professional aspect, there's a lot of people that just personally, you know, I mean, talk about, you know, some of the families that these people have raised. And I mean, you know, Mitch's daughter's here today with her friend, and, you know, talking to Spade about his boys, and I mean, you know, these guys, there's a ton of, I was rented to Felicia yesterday, and, you know, asking about her child, and just there's a lot to be proud of within this Supernatural family that I know he and I we talk about often. It's not just the billboards or the acting accolades. There's a lot of accolades that go far beyond this industry, that runs deep within this crew of people.
And friends we made, and yeah. Funny enough, I went back and watched the episode Wendigo, which is a funny episode because now Han Solo that was his first ever job. Alden, who's awesome. Corey Monteith, rest in peace. But also there were in Wendigo, there were two guys that played brothers, and I think they've worked since then. They were like named Sam and Dean Winchester or something. They look totally different now, and they're doing totally different things. But yeah, it's been very fortunate. What about you? What was your?
I mean, other than Jeffrey Dean Morgan's really low-hanging fruit, because him on
Wow,
The Walking Dead, he
children's-
is a total badass as Negan, and I think we all love him in that, though not much different than his role as your father.
Yeah, no, he knows the sweet spot for sure.
Yeah, but no, I can't watch an episode of This Is Us without Sterling making me cry.
I don't think anybody. That's why I don't watch it, because I have no feelings. Thank you. No, that's one of these days I'll maybe sit down with a box of Kleenex
You need
in a quiet room by myself where nobody can see, and allow myself to watch that show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
I'm Sherry. This is my first convention. I've only seen 2 of your episodes.
Okay, next question.
300. That's what my friend showed me. 1 and 300.
1 and 300.
No.
Those were the episodes.
So
you were like, is this the same show?
You guys looked a little different.
When did
but-
they recast?
So I have to say, I'm just amazed at what a following you have and how everybody just loves the show, and it's awesome. So thank you for
we are
that.
here. Thank you.
So, and my question is, after the final season, will you change your appearance? For example, will you never shave again?
Or cut your hair.
I'm not shy, I'm a nurse.
So you've had to, never mind.
Yes.
Jared? You've got the most hair. Up there.
How would you know? It's okay, guys.
It's okay. It's all right. Okay. On the history.
And sending love to our fellow member of the SBN family who's dealing with something. So we've all had ups and downs, so let's remember that and just send her some love. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Where were we?
You were about to take the clothes off.
We were talking about Jared's Viking braids on either side of his ears.
Vikings braid? Did Vikings braid?
Yes,
Don't look at me like it was like common knowledge.
it is. Yes,
All right. Which side are we?
Well, no.
The Viking side?
Are you going to change your look when the show's over?
it is.
Yes. I'm going to.
You see Borja over here?
He took the wig off. Finally.
Dude, you know how much?
After all these
Do
years.
you know how much charitable money you could get? Locks of love. Where did you send your charity? What was your charity for? St. Baldrin's. St. Baldrin's. Children's cancer. You know how much money you could raise getting rid of that mop?
Fine.
And don't worry, I'll let Misha do it.
I will. I will say. I'm not going to say it. I will. Can't say it.
God, you smell like a party patch. Yeah, look, I think that he and I both will probably change a little bit. I think just in an effort to kind of maybe gain a little bit of
Cleanse
our own.
ourselves of the last 15
well, I don't know, seriously, like kind of gain a little bit of our own identity back. I mean, we've spent so much time with these characters that they really are kind of a part of us. And not to say that we want to get rid of them by any means, because I know that this is the best.
Okay.
Imaginative friend that I've ever had in my life. But Dean will be a part of me for the rest of my life. That said, I don't have to look like him for the rest of my life. So,
Thank God.
I don't know.
Okay.
It really depends on what our wives want us to look like.
That's a good answer. Good answer.
I've always like for the last not the entire show, but for the last maybe like season 8, so the last 6 years, I've always thought of going bow-legged. seeing what life is like at 6 foot. But what is it like?
Terry.
Yes. Are you going to stop shaving as well?
Of course.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Solidarity.
Yes. All the way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. So Supernatural has such a strong family bond between all of us that are here, and I wanted to thank you for that and all the friends that I've made while watching the show. How do you feel that the family will continue as the years go by?
My hope is that it's as strong as it is now. I think that this is, there are bonds that have been made throughout this show and throughout the experience of watching the show and being a part of this audience that I know will last a lifetime. So I know we will all go on and do other things and meet other people and stuff, but I strongly believe that the relationships built over the past 15 years, at least with the cast and the crew and the people that we've worked intimately with for so long, will last a lifetime. And I also hope that, and I think I could safely say that there's a lot of relationships that have been made because of this show that are going to last a lifetime. But that is one thing that really fuels us up. I know that there was some questions out there about like, oh, now that the show has a finish line in sight, does that mean that these conventions are going to end too? And but we're already signed on to do convention shows past the end of the show. So I certainly hope they don't, and I don't believe they will for quite a while, if ever.
I feel like
It's okay, she's back. It's okay.
it's okay.
It's all right, just everybody stay calm.
It's okay.
We got people handling the situation, it's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, thank you for your question. And I hope that if we continue doing it with us, you'll continue supporting us and being with us as well.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello. How are you doing?
If you flip your shirt, does it say something different?
It does.
What?
Okay. It says,
Whoa,
It says hellbound right now. And heaven sent.
When I found it, I thought it was perfect for this show.
That's awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Yes. Okay. I have a two-part question. First, Jared, what are you most looking forward to after the show ends? And think happy thoughts.
That's a deep question. I think he sort of touched on it earlier about sort of getting to know our kids and wives and ourselves. And I'm certainly excited about that. I'm excited about not shaving, which seems very vapid. And
Not at all.
but there's a really cool, curious sort of like Kmart shop. Suzanne Puncher. Just kidding. What am I looking forward to? You know what? There's a funny we travel a lot. We film 20 episodes, so 160 days. So each episode films in 8 days, and we travel to different cities a lot for conventions or for press or whatever. So when I wake up every day, there's a moment of like, where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Am I in Vancouver? Am I filming? Am I in Austin? Am I gonna make eggs for the kids and let the dog out? Am I in Chicago, Vancouver, Nashville, Rome? Am I flying today? So I'm kind of excited for the boring, quote unquote, humdrum
Rest.
life of being I'm excited to be a dad.
Woo!
Yeah, I've never, I've never known my kids without the show being a part of my life. My wife and I have never been in a relationship when this show hasn't been a part of it. And it's all we've known. It's just it's been a constant for so long that it really is going to be kind of just interesting to see where life goes. And I think that I'm certainly looking forward to having the opportunity to spend more time with my children and have the opportunity to spend more time with my wife and with my friends and with my family and with those that I would love to see more that I don't get the chance to. The opportunity to not get on an airplane every 3 to 4 days. And the opportunity to remove one of the Chris's and put my name in there.
Newsflash, you're not Australian.
No. Again, the opportunity, not saying I can. But
Can I ask just one more question?
Yes.
Real quick. Jensen, are you going to be the new Batman?
I don't know, I've never had the opportunity until now. So I'd say that's probably what I'm looking forward to, is the opportunity to do a lot of things that I haven't been able to. But again, I want to say that I have been very, very happy letting certainly the professional parts of those opportunities go by these past 14 years because of how much I love this show and this character and still telling a story. So.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for portraying characters we have grown to love and admire over the years. My question was just, has anyone impacted your life the way Supernatural has impacted ours?
Thank you for watching, so we can portray these characters. That's a really difficult. I feel like this is strangely almost a continuation of your question, which is I don't know. You know, he was talking about his wife and their relationship.
You mean like personally or professionally?
More like professionally, probably.
Somebody that's influenced us professionally?
Hard to say, because honestly, for us, like we've been on the clock, you know, for 15 years, 14. Even on our off seasons, we can't take our wig off like Borja did. We can't, you know, we're still working, you know? It's like, hey, you're wrapped for the season, but you're coming back in 2 months to start the next season, so don't go blah, 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 blah. So it feels like we've been working, you know? It's almost like professional athletes or something. Like you can't wrap a basketball season and then go eat buffets every day. You're still kind of working, you know? So it'll be interesting. I feel like it's difficult for me to look at it objectively. You know,
has there been anybody that's influenced you from a professional standpoint? Who's, you know, was there ever an actor or a teacher or a friend or somebody that gave you kind of insight that helps you shape what you've done with Sam Winchester?
Yes, everybody.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Thank you, that answered my question.
I mean it. No, but I do. We're kidding, but in seriousness, I do feel like hopefully Sam Winchester has been some culmination of everything I've ever been through. You know, and everything the writers and producers and directors have ever been through, and hopefully it kind of manifests itself on screen. It's a strange way to look at it. But, all right, thank you.
I will say, I'll touch on just as far as, because what's influenced me as far as Dean goes is pretty obvious, and I think that's what Jeff did with John. I remember thinking like, oh, okay, well, he's kind of laid a little bit of a blueprint here for where Dean can go, you know, both emotionally and also physically, and also, you know, John was kind of Dean's hero. And so he would want to idolize his father and imitate his father. And I remember trying to do that, you know, I'd try to lower the voice and be that grovelly stuff. I didn't know we were going to go 14 years, 15 years. And so now I'm much older than Jeff was when he did the pilot of the show.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hold up. So now I think Misha and I are going to have to like seek some sort of vocal, physical therapy when the show's over, just so we can get back to speaking like normal human beings. But no, it's Jeff really kind of laid a good blueprint for me playing Dean a long time ago, and I've just tried to kind of use that as a compass for quite a while, and it's served me well. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
I'm Pam from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Sorry?
Pam from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hi.
And I have a question, a long waited question that I asked Mark Shepard a few years ago, and he gave me Mark answers, so I didn't get it answered.
Well, love. Funny you asked that.
I thought he'd be an expert because he played a demon, but since you guys are the show stars, I thought you might know this one. I was wondering just how a demon deposits sulfur.
Demon deposits sulfur?
Sulfur, yeah. As a biology teacher, it's been haunting me. I want to know how They deposit
How demons deposit sulfur.
sulfur. Right.
Like in the bank?
No, no, no. At a scene. That's.
I think it looks a lot like this. You know, in the cooler way would just be a.
Jared have a.
You know, and if they ever take off, it's this. And
I think it's very honestly. I think it's very similar to like when you go to ATM machines and there's that deposit slip. Right next to it is the sulfur deposit. I hate everybody.
Hey!
you know, I don't know that there is an exact explanation for that. I kind of always assumed it was the way that, you know, humans shed skin cells or hair or something like that. There's just a... Oh, like you don't know. Too close. Bubble. Stinky leg. Do the stinky leg. Yeah. I don't know that I have a perfect explanation for that. I just, I kind of always assumed that there was, it happened.
Do you know how?
It's not very biological because we emit fluids or gases.
Hey, next question, please.
No, this is good. Right, but
So powders didn't make sense to me.
a powder didn't make sense to you.
A sulfur deposit
Right.
of sulfur.
Well, you know, what about a demon smoking out and shooting up into the sky and then wisping it? Does that make sense?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I think that's one of those just suspend and believe.
One of those mysteries.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Great. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight being like, yeah, it's powder. How does that happen? Is it like a dry powder? Does it roll on clear?
How are you?
Hi guys.
Hi.
I want to know what's on your bucket list and what's the strangest thing that's on your bucket list.
Can you do that in American, please? Oh, come on, I'm teasing.